Oh, it's just an amazing honour. People have been so supportive this year in what is their 60th year. Everybody's been very generous with their time, with their money, with their donations, the sponsorship. It's been absolutely amazing.
Probably been coming every year since it started. I can't remember my first year. There we are. Well, I'm glad to see all the produce tents expanding and all the handicrafts expanding. The ponies are finding it hard, but the children are still enjoying their riding. But there are not so many people breeding them as there were.
What's your favourite?
The Welsh Section A mountain ponies. We should see them on the hills, but because of the economics at the moment and all the regulations that are bringing in from the vets and the Brussels, they're in decline, and we've got to make sure that we keep the old family, the old lines going.
My name is Peter Guthrie. I've been coming to Llyswen Show now for 40 years. I was president 1 year and I've stayed on since and do a little bit to help behind the scenes. Well, the show has changed with the community. I mean, fortunately, Llyswen and Boughrood are growing villages. What is great for me personally, as one gets older in life, is to see the youngsters take charge of the show, be on the committee and be active and involve their children.
Well, we've been every year. My husband used to be a big showman. It was by the river, you know where the school is. It was up in those fields by the river then. No, not quite as busy as this.
Well, I've been supporting Llyswen and Boughrood show for the last 56 years at least. You know, I started the first show when I got married in '63. Then the first show was at Langord, and then behind the village hall in Llyswen. Behind the public hall. Yeah. And then it went down to the Darrow.
Yeah.
And I've supported it ever since.
Then Harvard. My dad was chairman of the show.
Yes.
For I don't know how many years, I don't know, but he was very chairman. And well, I've been to the shows back in the 60s, like the early 60s.
And what makes the show so special for you?
Well, it's just the community and all that.
Community and friendship.
Bringing people together.
And meeting other show people, you know.
I've been partly commentating for about 30 years. I started down at Darrow when I was living in Irwood, so I've been involved on and off for 30 years, mainly commentating with the sports and with the tug of war.
How's it grown?
The last 2 or 3 years, I think it's grown immensely. It's been great. I think people want to come together. They want to meet friends. I think people realise the benefits of meeting people, making friends, and hopefully creating a good atmosphere.
So what's caught your eye today? What was great about the show today?
Well, I think most probably in the marquee, the gin for one thing. And the vegetables is outstanding here today. And outside is the sheep section. Yes.
I had first prize with my peas, I think. And my wife had first with the gladiolas down there in the flower section. It's good you enter these little, you know, and it's good for the community and everything, you know.
That's right.
You know, it's not all about the winning, it's the competing together.
Competing, that's right.
And, you know, everything.
And meeting friends together, yeah.
Well, I think with the demise of the rural economy, I think it's so important that this village pulls together. We've got a church, we've got a school, we've got 2 pubs, we've got a cafe, we've got a petrol station, we've got a cash point, a mobile post office van, and a lot of entrepreneurs now working from home. So it's wonderful. I think this village is bucking the trend, and hopefully Boughrood and Llyswen could go from strength to strength.
Yeah, well, it's a very good show today.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best shows we've had.